All right, and we are live, Gossip Girls. I guess we're
Welcome.
jerks.
All right.
All right,
Hello,
we have
everyone.
Lolita and Harley and Pearl and the Watcher. Tangeray is in the back, so I can't really say, "Hi, I'm Lolita, and this here's Tangeray. You want to be our date?"
That was a good voice, though.
It was a fantastic voice.
MTV should hire me. Okay. So, ladies, I guess I shouldn't drink soda. It's going to make me burp. So, all right. So, we, I guess, are here. We are a review channel, right?
We review. That's what we do. We break it all the way down.
All the way down.
So we're going to get into it.
We're going to review some reviews. But first, before we start reviewing the reviews, it's been going around the YouTube streets that one of our community members needs some assistance with a GoFundMe.
Oh, is this the girl who had a bad accident?
Yeah.
Accident, run over by a truck. Not really an accident, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it sounds like an on-purpose accident.
Yeah.
And it's kind of strange. Okay, so this, and it's hard to kind of find the information. It was going around. Whoa. It was going around that a community member, Samantha, had asked, I don't know how many creators she asked. I don't know if she just asked Ziggy to share the link, but she asked Ziggy to share her sister's GoFundMe. And I think this was when Ziggy was on her other channel streaming, and Ziggy said, well, I'm going to delete this live, so I will mention it when I go live on my other channel. And I guess it was set up too with the moderators that they were going to drop the link in the chat, whatever. So, and this took a lot of digging to find. So it was about 17 minutes into the stream. You're not putting this on me is where I could find any reference to it. And I have a video here. Let me pull this up quick. Hold on.
Ziggy didn't share it, did she? Or did she share it?
Yeah, she shared it.
All right.
Give me 1 second, and I will get
I think some of her mods shared it.
All right.
Yeah, some of the and Ziggy shared it. Hold on, let me do this here because I broke it all the way down. All right, so there is somebody in the community. Sister was I don't have time to go over the story right now, but I will share and right there it is. And her sister was ran over 3 times by a truck, and
3 times.
Probably tomorrow. But here is the. Feel free to read it and check it out, and then we'll go over it tomorrow and see. Because I haven't even had a chance to really read into the story. And there it is. There's the link. Oh my gosh! Oh, thank you. There it's. Okay, you have to GoFundMe, Lady CJ, and we'll go over that story. Pull the link from her Facebook.
Yep.
So we have to go to Samantha's Facebook to find the link.
Yep.
There, it's posted twice.
Mm-hmm.
Samantha is thanking her.
Good God, that wasn't the truck, was it?
I
would hope not.
Certainly hope not.
You wouldn't be injured, you'd be pate.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
No, I think it was actually a Toyota Tacoma or something?
Oh,
you know, we don't hear enough about Tacomas. I don't remember.
Was it red? Was it a red?
With the ladder track? Yeah, something.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to go to hell for laughing.
With a ladder rack and buckets. No, I swear it was a Tacoma or something. What's that, Harley?
I said, why did she get run over?
That is a very good question.
My question is, why did she get run over 3 times? Was she running around the truck?
Yeah, see, this is where it gets.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happens.
Yeah, it gets a little sketchy, but here first. So Samantha instructed. Can you see that?
Wow.
Yeah.
To go to her Facebook, and there's the the GoFundMe.
Oh,
724
but
raised.
seriously, though, she looks in a bad way, poor woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've only raised $724.
How long has it
10,000.
been posted?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. 6 days ago, she posted it 5 days ago. So let's say a week it's been up.
Okay.
And the GoFundMe says, this is for, we'll call her Carly. Hello, my name is Paula, and I'm writing this on behalf of my daughter Carly. On July 4th, our daughter was intentionally hit by a truck, not once, not twice, but 3 times before being left laying in the road with her leg partly missing. A gash on the side of her head that required 6 staples and a broken hip. She's had 7 surgeries, and we don't know how many more. She has a long recovery process ahead of her, every day being a battle to keep her left leg alone. This accident has completely changed her life in ways you wouldn't necessarily think of. The chances of her getting blood clots are dangerous, right? We're trying to get things in place for her to get disability, but until then, we're so unsure of where to turn. So basically, they're trying to raise money for a wheelchair ramp. Now, if they can get her on Medicaid, Medicaid should buy a wheelchair ramp, no?
I absolutely have no idea how the health system works in America.
Yeah, I'm not.
Poor woman,
I guess
though, she looks in a real state.
Right.
Help me
So-
physically, emotionally, mentally.
So that's got to be rough. But and that was the major question everybody kept asking was, what was this a random assault? Like, did this guy just decide, I think I'm gonna back over this girl today?
Right.
So everybody has questions. So when you can't help but to see when you go on their Facebook page. Now this is a public Facebook page. And her sister told everybody in that chat that night, go to my Facebook to find the GoFundMe. So we're nosy bitches. I'm a nosy bitch. Are you a nosy bitch?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a nosy bitch. So I want to see what the hell's going on. So we've come to her sister Kayla. Hide her name there. She's out of surgery. We're waiting for her to wake up. So far, everything is as good as it can be with the circumstances we're dealing with. The strength she shows is so admirable.
Awesome,
And there's not a doubt in my mind she won't overcome this. I love you, sis. I'm sorry this happened to you. Please pray for my baby sister, Carly. Now, this is where it gets interesting. She's at the center point on the operating table because this low-life piece of scum decided to run her over. Her new boyfriend's ex-wife is in the pictures below. Bailey is her name. She's dating the guy pictured. His name is Drakkar. I'm not sure what exactly happened. I know, right? Leading up to him running her over and all.
I'm sorry, I was just laughing at his name because it's an 80s aftershave.
Right, Drakkar Noir. That's still pretty popular. It's like a $20 clone, but it smells pretty good. So I'm not sure exactly what happened leading up to him running her over. And all I know, both Bailey and Drakkar and all of Bailey's children were in the vehicle that hit and ran over my sister, then reversed and ran her over again, leaving her unconscious, unresponsive, and they're not able to get her stable. They're calling it a level 1 trauma. Mind you, that's the worst it could be. They're trying to save her leg. Find this piece of shit, direct me to the trash of his existence. Someone please. Okay, so.
Okay.
Kayla doesn't know what's going on, okay? So, now, a lot of this stuff has been removed, so it's a good thing I got screenshots, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have... Whoa.
Everybody okay?
The party at Harley's house.
There you go.
Okay.
She can unmute herself when she comes back. Yeah.
Okay. So we have Lisa here. This would be Drakkar's mother. Posts in the comments section on Kayla's post. That post is an interesting read. I'd love to share it, but I don't want to start problems or dox this whole girl's life. So if anybody's interested, they can go find it themselves.
Exactly.
Like I said, some of it's been deleted, but most of it's still there yet. Lisa drops a bombshell. For one, they aren't in custody, meaning Bailey and Drakkar, because they did nothing but protect themselves. I'm assuming she means themselves from getting shot.
I was going to ask about that. Were they in the guy that ran her over? Was he in jail? So this is interesting.
Right, and it looks like no.
This is very interesting.
He's not in jail, and it's looking like the reason he's not in jail is because it might be a self-defense. So let's continue reading here.
Yeah.
They did nothing but protect themselves from getting shot at their own home, And Bailey's kids were more facts you don't got straight. But your sister, well, they brought the kids with them. So your sister. So that means Carly brought her kids with her and they showed up at this
Wow.
Dracar's house with a gun, according to Lisa.
Uh-huh.
Okay. They brought the kids with them. They were in the vehicle. So, like, no, they took their kids to shoot their mom, and new boyfriend. Let me read that again. That's kind of...
Wow.
And Bailey's kids, well, more facts, you don't got straight. But your sister, well, they brought the kids with them, and they were in their vehicle. So they took the kids to shoot their mom and new boyfriend. So they took the kids to shoot their mom and new boyfriend. Know your facts. It's sad that in the most horrible, heart-rending events, people tend to make situations worse. Instead of opening their eyes and seeing clearly, no one is hiding or happy about this horrible accident. But let me ask you this. What would you do if someone showed up at your house with a gun and their own kids and neighbors there, kids all outside on a holiday, and some crazy ex-husband shows up skidding and burning rubber in front of their home to shoot and cause harm to you and your neighbors? Jumping in the car to get away from getting shot and killed with a gun in your face, and some girl trying to hit you and not letting Bailey go. This after dude busts out my son's windshield with a crowbar, etc. Stop with the lies and the rumors. Take care of your sister and put the blame where it is. Don't send us threats like they did. God works in mysterious ways. He doesn't like Mia and evil. MEA, whatever the hell. And this lady can't type for shit, so
Yeah, for
it's
real.
hard to understand, right?
I mean,
So-
damn, because basic of English is very complicated here.
Right. Punctuation would be so helpful too.
People don't understand why it's important. We need a break, a pause, a completed sentence. We need those.
Absolutely. Okay, so from what I gathered from this, and I had to, oh my gosh, like read it 100 times. Carly and her new boyfriend, let's call him Mike, okay? Mike has an ex-wife named Bailey. Bailey is currently dating Dracar, so that's the Dracar and Bailey. That's Carly's new boyfriend's ex-wife and his new boyfriend. Carly went over to Dracar's mom's house for whatever reason, and Carly and Bailey just randomly decided to run her over. Now, when you look on the Facebook post, there's a lot of people alleging there's a gun. There's family members saying, no, there was no gun. Who the hell knows what happened? She was there, shit hit the fan, and
She
got herself...
definitely ran over, though.
She got herself run over, right?
Right.
And then this was posted...
So did the boyfriend go to jail, or the guy go to jail that ran her over?
No, nobody's in jail. And that's what's really confusing, because it's actually looking like it may have been self-defense. Now, Lisa posted this and then quickly dirty deleted it. This is the Jackson County Municipal Court from June 3rd. Court date, June 8th, 2022 at 1:30. Carly is on there. Injury to property. Trespassing. No property damage. Injury to property. This is page 9 of the
Affidavit.
yeah.
Yes, no.
Injury to property. Stealing. Yeah, there's actually a link to what is it? JacksonGov.org files. And that on page 9 shows all of those charges from June 8th. So was she it seems like she went over there a month ago, or like a month prior. Right. That's what it sounds like to me. She was over there a month prior, and according to a rumor on Facebook, somebody smashed up something. There's a dispute over vehicles, and somebody smashed something with a crowbar. Is that how you guys take it? That's how I took it.
Yeah, that's how I took it. I'm wondering if there was drugs involved. I hate to say that, but...
Well, there's lots of allegations
sure.
about meth use on Facebook, but
these type
there.
of domestic issues are usually driven by some type of either alcohol or drug abuse.
Right.
They are.
Right.
But
Yep.
she wanted a certain content creator to share this, right?
Absolutely. And
Yes.
as we saw, that content creator did share it.
It was shared.
Mm-hmm.
And it was shared by moderators.
So what
in
was the
chat.
big...
Yeah, so
Well-
where from there did
So what
things
was-
go? Yeah, left.
Well, that brings us to our next
Chain of events.
chain of events. While this content creator and her moderators were good enough to share this stuff in the chat. I don't know what. Okay, no, we all know the creators pretty well by this point, right?
Oh, we do.
And when, Ziggy goes off on one of her tangents, she's not watching the chat. She's
Nope.
not listening to anybody. She's just blah, and it all just comes out, right?
Yep.
And Ziggy has this tone that she kind of, when she reads a comment, like, what? Like, what could you possibly mean? Like, she's not being rude. But if you don't know Ziggy, it's easy to, but this was just ridiculous. So
This was ridiculous. Yeah.
beyond ridiculous. So, yeah, let me show you this. So, Ziggy goes live about the Ziggy Valero craziness,
Mm-hmm.
and Samantha, feeling froggy, says, "So Ziggy, maybe you shouldn't bring her up. I don't know." And this was Ziggy's response. She claimed that she unalived herself, so obviously we're going to talk about it. That's it. That's all she said to her.
Oh
So
my
then-
God! How horrible!
Yeah, right. So rude. So then Samantha says, "I'm just going off what you said. She just wants us to talk about her." And then
Okay.
she keeps it up. I don't give a fuck about her, Ziggy.
Okay. Then don't worry about what we're talking about.
Right. So then she ats Ziggy again. "I just don't want you to fall into any games or bullshit they're trying to drag you into. For fuck's sake, forget I said anything."
Although she's trying to drag us into helping her sister, who was probably at fault.
Yeah. So then she posts again. "I meant no harm. I meant no harm."
Okay, she's really dragging it out at this point.
Here comes Cindy for the win.
Right.
Wow, Samantha. "Cindy, I mean no harm. I don't want her pulled back into any unavoidable bullshit drama. What the hell did I say that was so wrong? This is exactly why I don't chat."
Okay,
Oh,
great.
hell.
Then shut the mic.
"I mean no harm.
Okay.
Cindy, this is Ziggy's channel. She talks about whatever she wants to. If you don't approve, please come back another time. Thank you." In her customer service typing.
Yes.
Yes.
Cindy doing
But very
full-
respectful.
Yes.
It was very respectful. Even though it was shouty caps, it was very
Shouty
respectful.
caps. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. So I think I missed a couple "I meant no harm" things in between, but then Cindy replies again, "Samantha, you shouldn't have cussed at Ziggy either."
Oh.
"Cindy, why are you coming at me? I wasn't cussing at Ziggy. It's how I talk when I'm Fry."
What?
That explains it all.
Frustrated. Oh,
I solved the
frustrated. "Just block me, or I'll block you if you have a problem with the way I talk."
Heck, far.
"Samantha, I'm not coming at you. I just saw you reply to Ziggy, and I thought it was disrespectful." Samantha says, "This whole situation is BS."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say.
"Cindy, I talk no way different than I would have if I would have been face to face with her as a friend." Oh, what?
So
Friend?
there you go. Samantha is just as rude in person as she is online. That's
Mm.
fantastic.
That's great, right?
You took it wrong, but I'm done.
Oh God, I hate those people with the "I'm done." Okay,
I'm done.
we're on an airport. Go, bitch.
Except she wasn't
Right.
done.
Right.
Cindy says, "Samantha, I don't think Ziggy would have spoken to you like that. To say, for fuck's sake, just my opinion." No, but Cindy was so offended by the FFS. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
talk to Ziggy like that. Not on my watch.
Yeah, but the whole Ianla Van Zant. Somebody put up that meme.
Samantha says, "Cindy, for fuck's sake is for fuck's sake is what was going through my mind, which is exactly why I don't chat. Good night."
Oh God.
If we all said in chat what was going through our minds.
All right. Shut the room down.
And then she keeps at it again. "Cindy, let me clarify going through my mind about this."
I do kind of
situation.
tend to do that.
It's ridiculous. Jane Don't comes in to try to defuse the situation. "Please be careful not to read context wrong in chat, etc. This is half the argument." Clenching
Jane Don't
teeth,
always-
laughing. The voice of reason.
Yeah, and she always gets cussed out for being the voice of reason.
Right. Exactly.
Oh.
Samantha says, "I never ever told her she shouldn't be doing a live on whatever she wants."
Well, I'm glad that Samantha has finished talking about it.
She's done. So then lady posts, Samantha, love, you're fine. Cindy gets super defensive. I promise Ziggy isn't mad at you. Does Samantha listen? Nope. Samantha, I give up. LOL. This is crazy. Ziggy, I'm sorry for upsetting you for Cindy. Now, you were just told that Ziggy was not upset.
Oh, look, Bobby Lynn had even told her she was okay.
Yeah, craziness. Crazy town. So it makes me think she was looking to pick a fight. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she was, which would bring us. Would you think this would bring us to our next chain of events?
Oh, I believe so.
Yeah, one more time. Let me play play the audio of what Ziggy said.
Yes, let's do that. Let's recap and refresh. Yes.
One more time. This is what Ziggy said to Samantha in response to maybe you shouldn't bring her up. Unalive yourself. So obviously we're going to talk about it. That's it.
To be fair, it was an absolutely wild email. I mean, I did actually heard the email being read out on that live, and it was just ridiculous. I mean, not just the whole threat of this person having unalived themselves, but that the family had emailed Ziggy and that it was all Ziggy's fault.
Oh, God.
And then the phone was stolen and somebody had stolen the phone and had emailed Ziggy. It was just wild.
God.
Right, and this is coming from someone who's known to not be very honest about stuff.
That was really politely put.
Yeah, very politely. Too polite. Let's just call it.
She lives in a tent, but then she talks about her trailer. The FBI came to confiscate 5 pages of handwritten notes. Like, you couldn't just take a picture and send it to them? I mean, really?
In my tent. It reminds me of that song. Never
mind. But anyway, so Samantha, I don't know, is it butthurt? Did she get butthurt because Ziggy said, well, of course I'm going to talk about it?
I think she was, I think she was more butthurt with Cindy calling her out. And as oftentimes these things go, the actual channel holder gets the blame. It happens right there. And then, we have these poor, pitiful souls that are just so easily offended. So they go and what they do is they find, especially with bigger channel holders, there is always a hurt me club. And in this case, there is what is called a Ziggy hurt me club. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And people all gather there. And if Ziggy yelled at you, looked at you wrong, said something you didn't like, there is a place for you to join.
Right. It's the Ziggy Cast-Off Club.
Yep.
And that's basically all that it is. I mean, if you let's jump in the Wayback Machine, all right?
Yeah, let's go back
to every fallout that Ziggy had with somebody. Let's go back to the beginning. When there was a ruckus in chat because one mod was having a fight with somebody in chat and kept blocking her, and another mod said, "Yo, stop." And then they started going at it. So Ziggy's like, "Well, I'm taking everybody's wrenches. No more of this."
Right. And
they get mad and they don't come around anymore. They go to other people. Mm-hmm. So then we have Jenna and Ink. All right. Now,
oh God, yeah.
I don't know how well everybody pays attention when Ziggy's live, but she has made it very clear on numerous occasions, like, hey, I don't answer text back right away. I have a life. I have a child. There's other things I do. I will get back to you, but it's not going to be immediately. And she's not somebody who really wants to be BFFs with everybody. She's a channel holder. She creates content. She makes friendships. She likes people. But that does not give you the right to
their life.
Yeah, like tell her how she should run her life or how she should raise her kid. Oh, your daughter should be in bed at 1:00 in the morning. Like
that's a whole mind your business type of situation.
Right. So because she's not, responding to Jenna's text in a timely manner, according to Jenna, her and Ink, decide that Ziggy is the worst friend in the whole world, and I guess they're just going to rely on each other. So then what does Jenna do? She goes and makes a channel to, well, this was before. No, I forgot about Prayer Garden. Prayer Garden got mad because, a lot of people in Ziggy's chat did not like her. Ziggy cannot control 1,000 people in her chat. She wanted everybody to have their say. So Prayer Garden got mad. She started flipping out. Ziggy cut her off panel. because she was acting a fool. So then she goes and starts, a channel and Lamb Blast Ziggy. Jenna does it. And then that takes us to the Tennessee trip.
Oh, yeah.
And, I don't know why anybody thought she was posting pictures of Summer's bones. I never got that. What I got from that was, oh my God, you're not going to believe this. I went to Ben Hill Road and I saw Fred Hill and he's like, yo, come look at this. And it was a pile of bones.
Right.
Okay? I don't know what the hell animal bones look like. I've never butchered, a deer or anything in my life. To me, bones
Well,
look
I live
like
in
bones.
the South, and it's kind of a common thing. Whether hunters or it's a common thing. You may be back in the woods and find it.
Right.
So to assume that this was something that it wasn't, listen.
Right.
I met this guy, and he was like, "Hey, come look at this," and she did, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
because it's weird to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think he set it up. I don't think he was playing a prank. I think it was one of those things like, yo, look at this. Because country or not, it is freaking weird to find bones in your driveway. I'm sorry, it just is. Or in anybody's driveway. That's something.
Oh, it was in his driveway? Okay,
Yeah,
that makes it
the guy-
even more strange. Yeah, okay.
The guy next door to Fred. So it was, like, whoa. But, her just wanting to make sure all bases are covered, she called TBI. Now, she had no intentions on showing those pictures. I remember that stream. Like, it's burned into my memory because the entire chat's like, oh, we want to see pictures. And she's like, knowing what's going to happen.
Right.
If she puts these pictures. It was a lose-lose situation. And, like, I guess it's easy to say, well, you never should have said anything. But that's the reason she went to Tennessee was to let people see through her lens, right? And she wanted to share all the experiences she had. I mean, it happened, whatever. If people were so offended by it, why the hell were they sharing it? Right, because everybody was taking the pictures and restreaming it.
She even said that she thought it was animal bones, probably.
Yeah, I think didn't she even come right out and say that she's pretty sure it's animal bones, but still, was
Yes, she did.
it a bad decision? I don't freaking know. I really,
Just,
I really
just
don't care.
imagine if she'd have done it the other way. If she'd have come back from Tennessee and said to everyone, "Oh yeah, when I was down there, somebody showed me some bones." But no, I didn't phone TBI. It was just animal bones. It was nothing. People would have gone absolutely mental.
They would have lost their shit. You mean to tell me you didn't call the TBI and
Exactly.
you saw bones, Ziggy? Oh, yeah, exactly. They went mental.
Right, and
There's
then
no winning.
but yeah, there was no winning, and she wanted to share the experience and whatever. I find it really strange that people who are true crime aficionados would be heartbroken and grossed out over bones. Like, I'm like, show me the autopsy photos. I want to see all that nasty. John Benet Ramsey's
John
autopsy
Benet Ramsey.
photos.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, and the Boston bomber, that was freaking cool. Did you see the size of the hole in his side? Oh my God! But that stuff is fascinating to me. But like, you're gonna sit and cry over a bunch of deer bones, and you're true crime, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
just think that there's a lot of play acting that goes around with this situation. I think that actually it's a performance.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
It's a huge virtue signal.
Yes.
I am not like this. Look, I'll still show you the picture of the bones. I'll have the picture of the bones up for an hour and a half. But all the while that it's up, I'm going to complain about what a terrible situation it is.
That could be Summer sitting on my
God.
screen.
Pearl, you hit the nail on the proverbial head. That's exactly what it is. It's like virtue signaling. Yes. Like, look, I'm the good guy. I love Summer's army. But look what this evil person did. It's a lot of acting. Yes. And I know I'm just regurgitating what you said. Yes.
But yes, I love Summer so much. This is disgusting. Here, look at a picture of that bones that might be Summer's, but might not be Summer's. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yes, of acting. Yes, it's fake. It's phony. It's not real. It's not authentic, and it doesn't come across that way either. I know a lot of these people think that it does, but it doesn't. You just come off as somebody who just wants. I don't know. I'll stop because I could go.
Yeah, yeah. And if you believe that bullshit for 1 second, I have swampland in Arizona for sale. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Pearl hit the nail on the head. Exactly what I've been thinking.
Absolutely. And then that trip, I don't know if she got so much backlash for that because of Molly and Andra being there around the same time. Now, she came on the day they left. But no matter what the hell she tried to do, people found fault with it. Even like the puppy. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I remember this stream too. Because I remember just sitting there, and her daughter was playing Borderlands, and she did not have that dog. She got that dog on her way home from Tennessee, remember? Because she couldn't have it in the Airbnb. So when she was leaving for the day, she had to stop at Ben Hill Road, grab this dog, and then drive home. Her daughter was playing Borderlands. I don't know if y'all have kids or husbands that play Borderlands, but you can collect dogs and puppies.
I'm absolutely used to hearing Borderlands in the background, and that was definitely the dog noise.
Yeah, and like horses and stuff.
I've never heard of that.
No, it's cool. My daughter was obsessed with it when she was little. There was a bird called Bloodwind that would sit on your shoulder and go with you throughout the game, and she liked to collect the horses, but no, I knew better, and she's like, no, it is not a puppy, it is this Borderlands game, and that's exactly what it was. And then, people, by that time, people were already, they were not leaving her alone about it, and I don't think she was, like, required to tell anybody anything. Like, that's none of my freaking business. If her landlord allows her to have dogs, or she got her kid a dog, or she likes dogs, like, who cares?
Where she got the dog?
Or where she got the dog, she saved that dog's life. Half of them got hit by cars, and the other, they're all gone now. They're all, adopted out. And in my opinion,
did you see that she actually posted a short video of that dog actually doing tricks? That dog is very smart. It's very loved. It's obviously getting very well trained. I don't know what people's problem is. I mean, it's almost like they actually wanted that dog to suffer and die just so they could say, see, we told you.
They definitely wanted that. They were hoping that something would happen to that dog so they could be like,
yes,
Ziggy, look
they
what she
absolutely
did.
wanted to be outraged and appalled and disgusted.
And that's more disturbing than anything, is how they wanted this to end badly for the dog.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what I find equally disturbing is how a subscriber to your channel, who you have maybe had one conversation with, now this is where people kind of get it twisted.
Oh, yeah.
Ziggy won't talk to anybody on the phone. She will text anybody. She is very friendly. All right. Just because you talk to Ziggy on the phone and have text conversations with her does not mean you are Ziggy's friend. Okay. It does not mean shit. It does not mean you have a say in her life. Yeah, I get it. She puts her life out there, but who the hell are you to be hounding her? But you're not allowed to have dogs. And well, what are you going to do with this dog? You lied about this dog, which she did not lie about the dog. She avoided answering the questions, because you know how I knew she had the dog? When somebody asked her, Ziggy, did you bring a dog home? Oh, I'm not allowed to have dogs. And I'm like, oh, because she won't bullshit. Yeah, I'm like, she has the dog. I know it. She has the dog. And then the next day she's like, well, yeah. But now I totally understand why she didn't want to go against Candace, because Candace, love her or hate her, guilty or innocent, every single person who has had interactions with Candace Wells,
has
since
stabbed her in the back. Yep.
Exactly, has stabbed her in the back, and Ziggy did not want to do it. Candace was terrified of somebody finding out, because it, and it did come back on her. Well, why did you let her do it? So I totally get that. She wanted to, respect that, and really it's none of anybody's business. Regardless of if she brings the puppy home and gets evicted, like, my life still goes on. What I mean? Like,
yeah. And here's
what the hell do I care?
I mean, it goes back to,
I don't understand why people are so invested in this woman's life. I mean, yes, she puts her life out there, but you are not obliged to attend.
Thank you.
Exactly. Nor should anybody have any say in how grown adults choose to live their lives or raise their kids. So this is how another fallout, I guess you could say, if you'd even want to call it that. That psycho
fallout turned single white female fatal attraction.
Yes, the scorned lover is exactly what it's like. Okay, parasocial relationships. All right, that's when somebody gets so obsessed with, like, a public figure or like a celebrity that in their mind they actually think that they have a relationship with them. And this crazy woman actually thought she was important enough in Ziggy's life to dare tell her or even question anything she does. Like, she'll put it out there and it's kind of like, that's a bad idea. But then, that's, who the hell am I to say? But no, that's what she was doing. And I think it started now. She claims she doesn't care about the Tennessee trip, but I think it started, she was mad because she didn't know, nobody knew she was going to Tennessee, but a very small handful of people knew she was on her way. And most people didn't find out until, surprise, look where I'm at. And she's showing
She's at the
warriors.
horse pond, yeah.
Yes. And so this crazy person, like, oh, I would have went along. You should have picked me up. And I have all this, professional camera equipment and audio equipment. I could have did better interviews. All right, Watcher, let me ask you. If you're Fred Hill, right, and you see two bitches coming at you with camera equipment and audio equipment, what are you going to do?
Well, they ain't going to take too kindly to that.
Exactly. If you're a tree trimmer and you see these two bitches coming at you with $8,000 worth of equipment, what are you going to do?
Get the hell out of my face. Who are you?
Exactly.
Yeah, I promise you.
Exactly.
I'm from here, and I know how most of these men are.
Right.
They just don't know. Get away. What is that thing? Get it out of my face.
Yeah, exactly. So I think she was mad when she turned on her YouTube and saw Ziggy at Warriors because, well, she didn't tell me she was going. She didn't pick me up. So that right there kind of started it.
Yeah.
And then,
Do you think she was hoping to sell some footage to someone?
yeah, quite possibly.
I mean, that's an awful lot of money to spend on equipment. Why does she have all that equipment?
Well, because they pay her $30 per accident photo.
Oh, absolutely.
Allegedly, like she's one of those ambulance chasers, and I guess
the
there's some kind of
weird choice I've ever heard of.
Isn't it right?
I don't understand. I mean, do you? But I don't. I mean, of all the things I thought about growing up, I never thought about. But whatever. I digress.
Yeah. Well, I guess whatever you got to do to
Yeah. Do you
buy your cigarettes or whatever? Ooh, we got some feedback. Is that from me?
I think it's from Pearl. Yeah.
Opal Pearl. Yeah. Okay. I had to mute you, Opal. Hold on. Let me see.
It's definitely not me. I don't have anything open at all.
Okay. Now it sounds perfect now.
Yeah, they dropped off. Yeah, this is so confusing because it's like devices are not connected. Devices are not connected. Like I see people.
It does that. Yeah. It
hanging
does that
out.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to add Opal to the stream? Okay. All right. Ow.
So, and then, can anybody hear me?
I can hear you. Absolutely fine.
Okay. Let's see. There she is. Okay, everybody's back.
Oh,
Right?
I just got kicked out of the stream. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, where were we? Okay. Yeah, we were talking about crazy pants.
And
Sorry, guys, I keep having to mute.
Oh, you're okay.
That's okay.
And then there was a live done on another creators panel, and crazy girl thought that she was being yelled at.
Oh, right. Yeah. When when Ziggy went on Tabby's panel, and that wasn't to hide from anybody. She went on Tabby's panel to, and I don't even remember what she was live about, but she's made it clear. Like I said, she has made it very clear. And by that time, it was October, November, December, January, 4 months in. Okay. Numerous times this woman says on her lives, I don't like being told what to do. The quickest way to alienate yourself from me is telling me what to do and, that sort of thing. And expecting me to text you right back all the time. And, crazy pants, man. She thinks that she is just above all rules. Which is evident by her 14 mugshots and list of convictions.
Right.
But
For someone
she's not
who talks about Ziggy's entitlement a lot, I hear a lot of entitlement coming from this person in particular.
Mm-hmm. So just the fact that she, and then Ziggy also said too, don't be texting me or messaging me links or clips to stuff about me. I do not want to hear it. So,
and as a content creator, you don't want to hear what other people are saying about you. You try to stay away from that. And sometimes I feel when people are sending you that stuff, it's how they really feel and they want you to hear it too.
I have often wondered that too, because, she still asks people to stop sending stuff and people still continue to send stuff like they intentionally want to hurt her feelings. But
I think some of it is they actually think she needs to know. So they send it, but
I'm sure there are times that people don't have bad intentions in sending stuff. However, if the CC has asked, please don't send me anything negative about me over and over, then yeah, it does hurt your feelings, whether you want to admit it or not. That people
I
are,
agree.
yeah, making fun of you, talking about everything you do in your life is horrible. But yeah, I agree. There are times that it's done with unintentional. They're not trying to be malicious, and then there's times when you're probably sending this to her because you want to hurt her. So when she asks that person, "Hey, don't send me anything," she has a right to tell that person, "Don't send me that," and that person not go off and act like she killed their dog.
Right, and that's
Right.
all she did. Like, she didn't yell at anybody. She's like, oh my God. And at this point, you got to understand, she dealt with all the bullshit from Tennessee, all the bullshit from the dog. She is at her freaking limit. And then this psycho bitch, look at this video Penny just made about you. Ziggy just had it. She's like, I have told you numerous times, stop sending me stuff. And that's it. She didn't call her out by name. So Miss
Nope.
Crazy Pants gets butthurt again.
And creates a whole new channel.
A
And
whole
nobody
new
thinks-
channel of Ziggy cast-offs. Everybody who was ever victimized by Ziggy. Ziggy didn't send my text back quick enough. Ziggy didn't answer the phone for me. Ziggy yelled at me.
Ziggy triggered me. Ziggy triggered me. Ziggy triggered me. If I hear triggered one more time, you triggered ass bitch. Excuse my language, but damn.
Well, you know what I do when something's triggering me? I X-ray
Turn
the
it
fuck
off.
out of it. So why can't they?
Wait, they can. They don't want to because they're not really triggered. They're doing
Exactly.
this. Yeah, they're not.
They're addicted. It's like a drug. They can't. It's the same reason why Miss Thang couldn't put the needle down. Okay? Because she does not have the willpower. She's obsessed with Ziggy. She's addicted to Ziggy. She's triggered as
Obsession
fuck.
is just another way for damaged people to damage themselves more.
Exactly, and she's pretty good at it from what we've seen. But she can't. That's the reason she's triggered as fuck, flipping out, watching this stuff. Yet she can't look away. She can't stop.
Here's the
because
thing:
she's
she
addicted.
likes the views, and that's okay. Don't lie and say I'm not here for clicks and views. Yes, you are. You didn't start a channel so nobody would watch it or like it. Now come on.
She's there for the money too. The new
Yeah, and now you're
computer chair.
monetized. Yeah, off the back of Ziggy. Now, just be honest with yourself. You this whole thing that happened was not that big of a deal, and now she has turned it into a Ziggy triggered me. I think Ziggy's an active addiction. Active addiction. Active addiction. Anybody that comes on Ziggy's panel is an active addiction. What happened was this girl finally got some type of treatment, which is great. Good for you. You learned some new words, and you know how people are when they learn new words. You know, for the first time. Oh, there's a new
Oh, you
word.
should have seen her during the Johnny Depp trial. She learned the word histrionic, so now everybody is
Histrionic,
histrionic. Right.
Now everybody's using it.
Yep.
It's like the word narcissist. What was it 2 years ago? Everybody was a narcissist. Now they've got histrionic personality disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Just be honest with yourself and say, look, I traded in one addiction for another. I learned new words, okay, and I'm going to use them.
Right. But she's benefiting just like anybody else. What does she like to say? The soft bedding. Oh, my back hurts so bad in this chair. I'm sitting on a kitchen chair. I wish I had a computer chair. Soft bagging bitch.
Dry
She
begging.
has a new computer chair. She cries to that other girl who gave her $1,500.
Oh, but let anybody help Ziggy get anything.
Right. Well, this lady gave her $1,500 to get a lawyer, supposedly to fight the protection order. And where's the lawyer? What did she do with this $1,500?
What'd you do with that $1,500? I got questions.
That'd be really good to know.
Yeah, let me see your arms.
Are you in active addiction? I mean, you like to accuse everyone else of it. You can get that same work.
That's exactly right.
But I'm not accusing you of it. I'm just giving you a little taste of how this feels. And let's be honest. If this would be any other content creator in any other sector, girl, you wouldn't have got by with this. You're lucky Ziggy's nice. Anywhere else you'd have got tagged, and dragged all over these YouTube streets. Hence why you don't call out other content creators that actually deserve it. You're scared.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I'm getting loud.
Oh, no,
She
girl.
goes on. She goes on that she wants to get rid of Ziggy. She wants Ziggy off this platform, but she would be absolutely dead in the water if Ziggy turned around tomorrow and said, "Forget it, I'm done." She just
She
wouldn't
has
know
no
what to do with
content.
herself.
She
She would have no content at all.
What's she gonna show? Her auditing videos? She doesn't even leave her house. She sits and watches her cameras all day to make sure that there's no sheriffs outside so she can leave the house. Swear to God. She goes grocery shopping on Saturdays, allegedly.
Wearing a balaclava and a cape.
Right, yeah. But she lives in a constant state of paranoia because she knows that protection order is very real, and there's only a matter of time. They're going to catch her one of these. She has to leave the house eventually more than on Saturdays to go shopping. So
now here's the thing. Ziggy, you do what you do. That's on you. I would have never done it. I would have made her life a living hell on YouTube. I would have stayed on her. But she did what she did. It is what it is. Face the music, get it over with.
Right, and that's what I think most normal people would do. You hear that there's a sheriff looking for you. Me personally, I hear a sheriff or a constable is looking for me. I'm going to call them and see what the hell they want. Because if there's a legal issue looming, I want to get it taken care of. If I need to be served with something, you need to do it now so I can either accept my fate or fight it in the court of law.
Right.
And she made people think that was her entire content for months. Well, I'm fighting this. I'm going to start a GoFundMe to get a lawyer. And people paid. People gave her money for a lawyer. She made it look like that she filed a protection order against somebody, and she didn't. It was just the beginning stages where anybody can go to the website, fill out the paperwork, but you still have to go into the court with your evidence, right?
Right.
And so that's, to me, forging documents to make it look like she's fighting something in order to collect money. That's fraud, is it not?
Yes, it's yeah. And I just heard her the other night say that she was going to do this, but she stopped because it would make her no bigger or better than Ziggy. So that right there told me that she started something and probably didn't have any intentions of finishing it and got somebody's money. Or
well, what evidence? There was no evidence. I mean, she wasn't doxxed. I mean, she doxxed Ziggy first. She showed her daughter's boyfriend, her daughter's biological father in jail. Nobody knew that. So yeah, Ziggy retaliated and came out and
you don't have
showed
to say so
James.
in how people respond. You didn't know how Ziggy was going to respond. So when she did, she came out guns blazing. I mean, you sparked that match, girl.
Right? Wouldn't you? If somebody went live and pulled up your ex, who you tried to kill you when you were pregnant. I mean, come on. So she was justified, and she didn't show any addresses or information that wasn't public knowledge, right? That's always crazy.
Oh yeah, that's what they like to say.
Public record, right? But she did it first. Ziggy retaliated, right?
She sure did. And then, right then and there, should have been the end of it. That we're 8 months in?
Yep.
And the original, what we started this live about, is now over there telling lies. Let's get into it.
Well, yeah, it's every single time somebody does not get their way with Ziggy, they have to run. Oh, I'm so freaking victimized by Ziggy. Come hold my hand. Let me in your club of Ziggy Castoff. That's basically what they are, because they wanted to be friends with a YouTube creator who grew pretty quick. Almost 15,000 in just a couple months, and they wanted to be seen as somebody who was friends with her, and when she was not giving them the attention that they wanted, because she has a freaking life outside of YouTube, friends outside of YouTube, and that's the thing that, I don't think a lot of these people have lives and have friends. YouTube is all that they know, right? So they get it's almost like a high or an ego boost by being seen. You know what I mean by, I don't know how to put it into words, but
I mean, it does nothing for me, but there's some people that
yeah, and then it's like a blow to their ego when they're not getting the attention. Like that one lady who's over there all the time. Oh, Ziggy only talks to you if you give money. Like, that is not true. That lady, for the longest time, I don't ever remember her giving any super chats or even a membership.
I've only gave a few, and if she sees me in chat, she always says something. You also got to remember, when you're on StreamYard, the chat doesn't come up. Excuse me. The chat does not come up like it does on YouTube.
Right. So you can't even see half the time unless you're looking directly at the chat on YouTube, because you're staring, like right now, I'm staring at StreamYard. The 4 squares on my stream is what I'm seeing. I have no idea what anybody's saying, right now. But yeah, no, it's always something. They want the attention, they don't get the attention, and then they cry foul.
Yep.
Like who has she really done wrong to? And yeah, now they're complaining about that lady and the electric bill.
Of course, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I don't ever remember her saying she was definitely going to do something. It was more or less, hey, I was contacted and asked if I could do something, but I have no idea what I'm going to do. How am I going to raise $800 in less than 48 hours to have this bill paid? Like there was nothing set in stone, but it's all this stuff. Like people hear bits and pieces of things and then spin a narrative around that and run
here's
with
the
it.
thing, if you think that you can do better and that you can raise the money for the woman's electric bill, how about you do that?
Have at it, right? Why is nobody else doing it?
I would love to see that. Instead of you over there crying, talking about you're triggered, how about you start some type of hit the cash app? Let's help this woman pay her electric bill. But no, I don't think that's really what you want to do.
She doesn't give a shit about that lady's electric bill.
No.
Of course she doesn't. Of course she doesn't.
Not in the least. Come on.
I wonder if she ever paid that $1,500 back. I don't think she did.
No. I know she didn't. Well, I don't know for a fact, but I'm sure she didn't. I'm sure she wasn't like, here, so-and-so, here's that $1,500 back, because I didn't use it for what I said I was going to use it for.
Yeah, I think there's more chance of me wearing a sandpaper thong and running a marathon than that she got her money back.
Sandpaper thong? God.
Oh,
No, she
Harley,
ain't
what
giving
are
that
you
money
getting?
back.
Wait, hold on. Harley is highlighting comments here. There we go. All right, I had to fix it. Take that off the screen. I'm sorry, what? Sandpaper thumb?
And just like that, she killed the conversation.
And just like that.
I'm sorry. No, I saw that pop up on the screen, and I'm like, I didn't do that. I think Harley's having technical difficulties here. That's all right. It's only our first stream. It was very last minute. But some things needed to be said, right?
So essentially, Samantha, the girl with the GoFundMe, has gone over to this other person.
Right. And for what? For no good reason. She's saying in chat that she was attacked by Ziggy and Ziggy's mods.
Oh, God. People in these damn words.
Attacked.
I was attacked. You wasn't attacked.
I mean, do we need a refresh of this attack? I mean, come on. Oh, no, I closed the tab already. I can't bring it back. But no, I mean, we've seen what was said. We've heard what was said. In my opinion, she had no reason to, you know what I mean? Like, get so bent out of shape over it. And Ziggy forgot about it in 2 seconds. Like, well, yeah, Samantha, we're going to read it because, this was in my email. And then she dropped it. She was, I think, because listen, I had to listen to this freaking thing 3 times. I had to go through this entire live and all of the comments to try to figure out who said what to whom, to figure out this whole attack and, was this link really dropped? And it, Ziggy says to her, yeah, we're going to read it. And then she gets distracted with trolls coming in from Daisy's chat, and the rest of the chat seems to be chatting about, the topic. So how was she attacked? Like, please explain this attack to me, because
She wasn't.
Cindy told you to, pipe down.
She didn't.
Really? Unbelievable. But
Yeah.
so that's all it takes, I guess, to flip.
Don't take much. And
according-
a lot of content creators or YouTubers, whatever we want to call them, don't seem to understand this, and they'll just accept any old body of the opposition. So this one content creator, her op is Ziggy, right? She's on
Right.
Ziggy every night, going on about her. So what we have is subscribers know this, okay? Subscribers will do this, what this one lady is doing right now. Okay, something happened in Ziggy's chat she didn't like. She felt like she was slighted in some way, which she wasn't, but okay, that's her perspective, whatever. So she goes to the opposition, okay, and then plays that game over there. What's going to happen when that YouTuber says something to her she don't like? You can't just befriend anybody. Hate makes you stupid.
Right. Yeah, the enemy of your enemy is not always your friend.
And they're not always telling the
No.
truth. But yeah, because she's so desperate to believe anything anybody says negative about Ziggy, she'll take him on. And like I said, hate makes you stupid.
Amen.
So now
So-
you got her over there. What's next? You're not even vetting these people that are coming to you.
Right, and there's already been some drama. A couple of them left and started telling some of the business.
I'm thinking more people should have looked into this Samantha's backstory a little more.
Yep.
Right, that's crazy.
And if she thought nobody was going to look into it, bringing it on YouTube, come on now.
Oh, yeah, right? YouTube. Man, let me tell you,
Right.
it's brutal. They will get in your business and they will find out.
Well, especially
Especially
when you're
yeah.
asking for $10,000 for a wheelchair ramp. People are going to want to know
Where
why.
the money's going, yeah.
What happened? How did
And
this
to be fair, if you hear that somebody has ridden a truck over somebody 3 times, you want to know what the hell happened. You know, who is
Right,
the psycho on the
yes.
loose?
Yes, that's so true. I mean, there's a backstory. What happened? What? You were ran over 3 times? Tell me more. I mean, it's horrible, but I want to know what happened. Let's not play stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I'd want to know that he was arrested and actually in
Right.
custody before he rode over somebody else.
Right, because if it was a random attack, then the whole freaking state is, potentially in danger. But that was
I
everybody.
think there's a whole lot more to
question.
this story from what you have researched. It sounds like we're not getting the whole story. We're just getting some of it.
Yeah, it's hard to follow. I jumped down a Facebook rabbit hole for it took me 2 days to even try to understand the whole story. Like, okay, who's dating who has kids from who, and it's like this whole square of people sharing partners and having kids with each other. Okay, so she gets run over at this trailer park. Why was she at the trailer park?
Yeah.
What was the intent on going there? Now there's people that are saying she came with a gun to shoot them. There's other people saying, no, that's ridiculous. There's no gun. We're never going to freaking know.
No.
I guess and this is a true crime special in itself, right?
But regardless, there's still proof that same girl was at that residence before, right? And was arrested.
Mhm.
Right.
So that's not looking.
A month prior. And people are saying that she smashed out a car window, was it, with a crowbar? And this is the kid's mom. I guess it's her house. It's her trailer that she showed up at.
And before
Crazy.
anyone starts that whole, y'all are victim shaming. No. Go do your own research.
We don't even
yeah.
know who the true victims are
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, so y'all can miss us with that mess too.
Right. Hannah
Obviously,
just
the
said
police
it's like
don't
the
even know
whole-
who the true victims are.
Right, because everybody's still free. Nobody's arrested.
Right.
So this is
And if
like
in a normal circumstance, you run over somebody 3 times, your ass is going to jail.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know.
I mean, also, GoFundMe is in this sort of situation where someone has been badly injured by a maniac. You would expect it to absolutely run over the total in just a few days, especially if somebody retweets it or it's put on YouTube, and yet it's not moving at all. Now, that is
You're
really
right.
strange.
That is strange. You make a really valid point there, especially with the circumstances of why she's in the hospital. How come it's not moving? And now, not even to $1,000.
Does it really cost $10,000 to build a wheelchair ramp? Opal here just said she had a neighbor. One of our neighbors needed a wheelchair ramp, and we found someone to build it. We didn't beg on the internet and YouTube. I mean, it's like lumber, screws, brackets, which is expensive. I get it, but $10,000?
It's not $10,000. No, it's not. Like, we built one for my dad.
Build a whole new bathroom
It
for
was not.
$10,000.
Right.
Right, and Medicaid usually is pretty good with paying for that sort of thing. The Medicaid waivers for people under 65 with disabilities. Because I'm assuming it's going to be a long time before, if she could even, she might be disabled for life. So that would definitely qualify. Now, it's not going to happen tomorrow, like $10,000 might, but I mean, still.
Right. A couple of $100. I mean, I'm sure there's, I mean, I guess, whoever made the GoFundMe is reaching high.
Right, very high.
Very.
Like Hannah just said, who said she won't be able to walk again? We don't know. I guess what they say, she had 7 surgeries. It's still pretty, early in the game, but she's young. With a lot of physical
they showed
therapy.
a photograph. They showed a photograph of when they were linking to the GoFundMe, and her one leg was substantially degloved of any flesh. And that is going to be a long healing process, but it doesn't mean that she won't walk again. That's too
Right.
much of a leap to make immediately when she's that young. Obviously, she's got a lot of healing to do, but it's not impossible.
This is true. This is very true.
Well, Tiffany Marie's legs fell right out of her pelvis.
I mean, flowering. I mean, watering.
I couldn't say that without laughing. And it only took her 7 months in physical therapy to learn to walk again.
Oh my god.
And it sure didn't hurt her mouth.
Right, yeah, she can
No, hell no.
have a YouTube career. You don't need legs to go on YouTube or to scan groceries at Aldi's, I guess.
This is why you only see that one photograph of Tiffany. It's because she's a head in a jar on a skateboard. She doesn't actually have any legs now.
Just that
Everything
head.
from the neck down is just
Looks like
gone.
a fucked up Mona Lisa.
Oh my god.
Because her legs fell
guys
clear
are
out of
killing
her
me.
pelvis.
Somebody referred to Tiffany in a comment as the face of 1,000 filters. I was just like, yes.
I guess she has to make up for not having any legs.
I mean, you know,
Oh my god.
stay away from them flowers. Don't be watering nothing, honey.
To be fair, though, she said it could have been from kicking the cell door when she was in jail.
Yeah, that's
The
crazy.
story just gets funnier and funnier.
I heard that she
God.
was petitioning to get hurling iced coffee into the Olympics.
And shake it.
She likes her coffee tossed, not shaking. Oh, that's a topic for next time.
We got a lot of topics.
Oh my gosh.
We have content for at least a year. It's
And
just
I
getting
love
everybody together.
I love this. This is good.
Yeah, so we just have to find a time that works for everybody, and we can bang these right out. Trigger warning!
Trigger
Don't get
warning.
triggered.
Triggered ass.
There we
Ah.
go. There was our trigger warning. I'm glad we
At
got to
this
use
point,
that.
I hate trigger warnings. I despise them.
Right.
Yeah.
You would think it's common sense. I mean, if something's bothering you, leave. Like,
Caution,
I
the
guess,
coffee is
like,
hot.
right. I get that people say, like, we might be talking about essay or something like that. So they know beforehand not to join,
Essay, grape, anything like that, of course.
Yeah,
But, just some lady talking. I mean, come on. You're triggered
I
by
know.
that? God almighty.
And there's a lot of things that I'm not triggered by, but I just don't want to hear. So I turn it off.
Yeah,
Right?
me too. It's pretty simple.
But as long as they can't, we'll be here.
That's right.
That's
We
right.
will be here to trigger you every day, every weekend. We're here. Stay triggered.
Yeah, we have a whole week to prepare, so. Mhm. All right, are you guys ready to wrap up?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I am. My husband decided to start mowing. He does this every time. So, yes.
All right.
Yeah,
well, until next time then.
All right. Until next time.
All right, ladies.
Have a good evening.
Stay
You
triggered.
too.
Stay triggered.
Stay triggered.
That's right.
All right, bye guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.